Hey everyone, welcome back. Thanks for tuning in today, y'all. And I am so excited to finally do my first listen / full-on album review to tripleS's Visionary Vision and their debut full album. That's right, full album. So that's probably why I have this like album review not until like way later since the drop of Hit the Floor by them, because you guys know I love taking my sweet time to geek out in terms of tripleS's music and all of my favorites, to be honest, and to do these thorough reviews regardless, you know, early on the Patreon and then eventually on the channel. But aside from that, enough talk, right? I'm looking forward to specific B-sides out there, likes of Éclair, if I recall correctly, obviously Atmosphere, and the likes of Bionic Power. But we're gonna start from the top down with the intro track, Visual Virtue, that follows it up into their title track, Hit the Floor. Let's hear and see how this intro track goes. I remember it being quite wild with it based on the highlight medley. Turn this. Parting drum kit work. Oh yeah, there we go. Rising. It's cool how we get the best of both worlds. Now with Hit the Floor, it's like a fusion of the two. And I feel like, woo, that was slick. I'm gonna continue what I was trying to say earlier later. Man, it seems like this could be a preview of what's to come on this album, to be fair, because like usually intro tracks set the tone to any album, or obviously the title tracks for all the artists and groups out there. But for Visionary Vision, I love how, you know, Rising got put in there a bit, right? Obviously the influences from Hit the Floor heavily, this hip hop route that takes it a dark hip hop pop route, which makes me wonder, you know, how they're gonna continue this. What does this lay the foundations for in this album, you feel me? But the same people, Monotree, Moonkyo, GDLO, shoutouts to them, because they've been making incredible intros with the likes of Luna for the longest time, as some y'all may already know, and then with tripleS and so on and so forth. But hey, let's dive into the very first B-side now. So this next track is titled Choom. I can't wait to see how this one goes, especially seeing familiar names behind the scenes, like sure, Jaden Jong, Danon. Like these names that I've been seeing, I've seen them quite here and there and often, especially when you got people within the label, right, with Artemis and for tripleS as a whole. But you got Laura Anderson. Oh my goodness, Laura Anderson has worked on recently with Al It's I Like You, incredible B-side. Another fun B-side by Al It, My World. The list truly goes on. So I've seen her name quite a bit amongst my album reviews. And then you got Hymax. Hymax has obviously worked with Artemis in the past before for the likes of Sparkle, Birth, you name it. Crystal Eyes Touch, that's a significant release as well. So Hymax has been through many of my album reviews, but Choom, really interested in how this one's gonna go, and let's go. Whoa, what a magical start to this. Very in unison, right? With this drum kit work. Taking this like soft rock pop route. Ooh, I love the airy vocal work. Oh my goodness. The energy is so uplifting and cheerful and fun, most importantly. My mom is also giving up. I like how it teases us and then that drop with the drum kit work. Love it. We dream, we dream. No Way Wishing You. And Nyaaa, she's really shining throughout this track, Nyaaa. Whoa. Just the retro influences, the retro keys being played, and the singular synths. Just the little playful quirkiness with those retro keys and synths are really like ear candy for my ears, you know what I'm saying? It just works so smoothly throughout the ears and makes it even more bright and fun with it. But the point of Choom here is just keep on dancing, keep on moving, keep on going. Don't just stop in one place when you're at your lowest of lows or when you're struggling. Keep on going, keep on moving as life continues to go, right? You can do it. You can chase your dreams. You can reach your goals and your aspirations, right? Even though when times may be tough currently. Wow, Choom. Super uber meaningful. Wow, I love this song so much. I don't care what they say about this track, but like for me, this is an excellent start to the album. Love the drum kit work, the strumming here on the guitar. Chumacha, chumacha. Boom, boom, bum, boom, boom, bum, boom, boom, bum. Wow, the background vocals. Phenomenal. Lots of clarity. Bridge, of course it's with Jian. What are those water droplets? And just like the shakers and the percussion work as a whole. Oh, rock out with that rock guitar, electronic guitar. It's very amplifying. Of course we got laws in this. Just when you thought you escaped the laws come back to bless us in Choom by Visionary Vision. Wow. No wonder when I was searching up the lyrics for this song to follow along, because I love doing that across my album reviews, mind you, for those who are new to the channel. No wonder why they promoted the song and performed this already. It's very energetic, it's uplifting, it has a bright, positive message to it. I mean, what's there not to love when it comes to Choom here? I love the progression in this song though, right? It swells up and then there is this release, this very atmospheric release, and then it brings it back together with the drum and bass. I feel like Choom definitely takes that D&B, drum and bass influence, right? Which, by the way, is such an underrated kind of influence and genre usage within the K-pop scene. I've heard it here and there across my album reviews and just reviews in general. But in Choom here, very fitting. Don't even get me started with that bridge with Jian and that outro by the likes of Kaide, if I recall correctly. La 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 la, and then you got the retro keys and the retro synths coming out. Their retro keys more so being played like that. Oh my goodness, the melodies The melodies are very lush, easy to listen to, memorable upon first listen. Choom is that song for me, and we're gonna have to bring it back to break it down even more. So from the top, ladies and gentlemen, we gotta go through it again. Choomacha, choomacha. It doesn't take time to kickstart this song, obviously. Verse 1. Just a list of details, and then the ad-lib work, the background vocals in this song, right? How they work off each other, or the overall dynamic in this song. I love it. This is what I call passion, drive, and ambition. And this is what I got as a whole, whether it be within these units, right? Subunits, you feel me? Whatnot, you have it, will be. And then the main group, tripleS as a whole, always about that positivity and that inspiring others in a way of like chasing your dreams, right? Being confident. There's a lot of these fitting themes that connect with each other, you feel me? And I love how Choom plays out in that kind of way. Hey, 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 hey. I love this moment so much. Do 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 do. And then Lin and Nyaaa really was standout on this track without a doubt. I would say Lin, Nyaaa, and Jian without a doubt. You feel me? You gotta love Yibin too, right? Just the build up back into the chorus. How it swells up. The release. When times are tough, we dance. I mean, honestly, like, this has been so relatable for me, you know? Not necessarily fully dancing, but head bopping. I'm like, it's been a long day, but I put in my earbuds, I listen to some lively music like this or something, you know, over the top, and I'm like, oh, I'm back to 100% in terms of my energies and all. Love it so much. And then as we progress right here. Hey, 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 hey. I love it. Just the message here. It's okay. I'm not good at it. It's our first time. It's all our first time. It's everyone's first time. There's always a first time for something. And when you try to attempt something, you're not guaranteed to get it in one go, right? So it's okay if you fail. It is okay if you have to keep trying and trying again. Hey, the dream is bothering you again. It's okay, even if you're cowardly, right? Okay? And run away, or right? Keep on it and going for it. And I love how there's this call and answer that's going on in the lyrics in this song, whether it be, you know, lost in translation or not. I get the gist and the overall message of this song holistically. When times are tough, we dance, and then as we progress right here. You get sent here just the trickles of the drip drop samplings and like the tambourine or the shakers coming into play with this percussion work. This is where the song elevates. Wow. I gotta say, Nyaaa really shines throughout this as well. Choomacha, choomacha. Hey. You hear that in the back? Wow. I'm waiting for the... Hold. Cue the outro. La 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 la. Yo, what a creative, fun track where I feel like it is such a gem on this album immediately right away, if not viral already right away. Immediate gem and a half. But hey, let's dive into the next B-side now. So this next B-side is titled Éclair, one of my most anticipated B-sides solely based off the highlight medley, what I was hearing, what I'm seeing in terms of credits, D-Day, Jaden Jong, and Sunny Leigh on the lyrics. But then on the composing side, we got Kacey. Kacey has worked continuously with many of our favorites, the likes of Aswon, of course. Kim Taehyung has worked on that incredible ballad, Door. For those who haven't seen my reaction yet, I highly recommend you do so because I still stream that song still to this day. I'm a ballad lover, as the next person is my ballad enjoyers of course, and Kim Taehyung has also has been part of tripleS as a whole. But then, like, you got, like, Maria Marcus. Maria Marcus really caught my eye because Maria Marcus has been on, like, incredible tracks as of recently. Tippy Tap. I mean, even in the past, Please Please by Everglow. If we're talking about Girls' Generation OGG's Fermata, a song that I always go back to as someone who still listens to Girls' Generation's music and that incredible song. And then you got MLC and Dint, familiar names that I've seen across other K-pop tracks in the K-pop scene. But let me bring it up here. Éclair, let's go. Oh, there's the bass, drum, okay. It's me, okay. I love the message here and the metaphor work. Ooh, Soseol. Bang. Ooh. I love the DMB influence in this one. Very heavy with it. And then this post-chorus. Saying, hey. Nah. This is me. This is who I am. Crazy. I love that fatty bass and like how Katoni jumps on the beat, her cadence there. Oh my goodness. And then this follow-up here is incredible in verse 2. We gotta break it down a bit. Not gonna lie, because like some of you may know, I followed Katoni back on those survival days. GP 999 was it? Have you be? But I knew that moment, like, she is more than capable of flowing and spitting out facts. But verse 2 here caught me off guard. Nakyang. Oh, Yuyeon. Just that succession, right, in verse 2. I love the attitude, the passion, right? I mean, Éclair, if anything, it shows the highest of highs and like the sugar, you know, crash of a meaningful connection, a connection that will sweeten you up a lot, you know what I'm saying? That is so sweet and strong with it. Very, wow, I love the connection here. Bang! I love it. It's so satisfying. Just how it transitions in the chorus. Dolce. And yet again, what is a common denominator, a common theme, and an element that comes into play is this retro key yet again. They are utilizing these retro keys, so it makes it quite more memorable and sing-alongable with the la 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 say. I love how they got the French coming into play yet again. I mean, this is not the first time tripleS has utilized the beautiful language of French and all, but like the message in this is me, this is who I am, I'm gonna like who I want, I'm gonna do what I want to do. So not only, you know, showing passionate love and expressing it, but like, you know, individuality. That's what I'm getting here. And tripleS has really touched upon individuality quite some time, over and over again. Love the overflowing confidence. Yet again, now with Lynn. There's no need to elaborate. Wow, this is a very aggressive. No suggestions, high tension. You hear that bouncy bass? The synths? The retro keys? The slides? Woohoo! Sip more. You got me dancing. I knew. I just had a feeling based on the highlight medley that this would be one of my top favorite B-sides, and it is clear cut without a doubt, y'all. Oh my goodness, the production, the instrumentation is there. What can I say? Éclair is that top-notch track that does it for me. Now, obviously, you could tell there's moments where it's like, this could have been this person because of the color-coded lyrics. I just bring them up so I can really get the message behind songs. If there are any potential messages, I want to clear that out for first-time watchers on the channel here or the Patreon. But I love that verse 2. Katoni, Nyaaa, I mean, that verse 2, and then the follow-up later on in that additional verse with Lynn was so cool. I really loved how this played out, right? Very D&B, dark pop, you know, catchy with it. And I love how the la la la's come into play. And notice how the la la la's are not always done, and it's done with those retro keys this go around with Éclair. Love that, to the meaningful message, to the utilization of French in the right kind of way. This is how you do it right, when you bring in another language, right? Not just for the sake of it and to, you know, try to popularize a certain track because, you're bringing this language in, and you're gonna get that audience in, like French listeners. But like, the point is, there's genuine intentions behind this song and a genuine message coming into play. I love the metaphor work, the connection with Éclair. Éclairs can be sweet, but if you have too much, you could get that sugar crush. But then again, this is me, this is who I am. And it's very aggressive in a way, like straight to the point kind of aggressive. Like, I'm going to do what I want. I'm going to like who I want. I'm going to do my thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do my thing. Right? I love it. This song has me hooked. Totally hooked. We got to dive back into this because there's a lot to process in my mind right now, but also like production wise. It's intriguing for sure. It's clever how they have the post-chorus as the intro right away. It really sets the tone. It previews what is gonna go on and break down in the song, and it gets you addicted to the movement already in the song. The little details, you know, that sound like you have something tasty to eat and all. That follow-up in the back, the little stuff details, right? Whether it be samplings, vocal chops, right? There was already samplings in the intro to kickstart this album with the hype sounds. Hey, you know what I'm saying? And then the background vocal work. These are the details that I always look for when it comes to tripleS's music, because the details go a long way, add them textures and add a lot of depth and, you know, vivid moments in their music, right? Katoni, without a doubt, Katoni and Nakyung were huge standouts on this track. But then there's Sohyun. She had her moments without a doubt. Batashu. Bang! That bang, like that pre-chorus setup into the chorus, it is truly everything. So satisfying. It leaves you anticipating for something incredible, which incredible happens now. I think this is the way to do D&B. Just have these wild twists and turns in a subtle way. Lots of ear candy going on. La say for more. Patient. The vocal clarity, I love it so much. How the members carry themselves in this song is so satisfying, mesmerizing as a whole, and refreshing. I think that's a huge key word here. It's almost like I'm eating an Éclair, but I'm listening to an Éclair. That sounds weird, but you get the point, right? You know? Yeah, this moment was insane. Where, like, the bass gets heavy with it. Right? I love the contrast in this section here. There's no need to elaborate more. Nakyung and Katoni, you just set the place on fire with your lines. Your rap lines, like. And isn't it just me? Like, Nyaaa this era. Wow. She continues to impress me. La say for more. So good. I mean, the quality, having this kind of quality under a 3-minute song is like so huge these days. I don't need this to be 3 minutes too. It didn't feel like I was missing anything, which is a huge thing, especially this day and age with modern TikTok and shorts and clips and reels, you name it. But Éclair, straight 10 out of 10 banger yet again. They are nailing it so far, but let's dive into the next B-side now. So this next B-side is titled Love Soseol. One of the probably the most low-key jammers in my humblest opinion that's gonna occur on this album, solely based on the highlight medley. I think I'm gonna take that educated guess here, especially seeing who's behind the scenes. Jaden Jung, Jinri from Full Bloom. I mean, you got Gloryface as well from Full Bloom. I love Full Bloom, the collective as a whole. They've worked on the likes of Dear Diary by, of course, Kep1er, Heart Raider by tripleS, and one of my most top-notch favorite B-sides by tripleS, Non-Scale, for those who been watching from the Patreon, and of course that album review that contained Non-Scale. You guys know I geeked out to the song and loved it so much. And then they have worked even with the likes of GOT7, Stray Kids, my, of course, ultimate boy group, Infinite, and their song Begin Again. That's such a classic B-side in itself. But I'm gonna have to bring it up here right away and enjoy this with y'all. Let's go, everyone. What world am I in now? This synthesizer work. Full Bloom. There's that classic Full Bloom. There's that Wooju Sonya influence too that Full Bloom does. It's also like very Luna-esque. Wow. Just the rhythm guitar, the plucks. Oh my. Ooh, just the slide in of the bass, the retro keys. Oh yeah, you can really sense that, like, this being carried on a bit from the likes of Heart Raider and like non-scale. All these plucks. And Kitsoni Kieran. I feel like I'm flying right now. Like, this is so incredible with the blissful, dreamlike feel. Ooh, the retro influences with the D&B, the drum and bass. A lot is going on though that I have to process. Wow, the follow-up. This song keeps getting better and better, huh? The synthesizer work is trippy. I'm all for it. It's very playful. It doesn't take a conventional route. There's this lovey-dovey feel for sure with the message too. What is this? Final go around. Please accept my confession just once. Yo, love Soseol is in my top 3 without a doubt. I mean, I thought, wow, I love Choom and how it goes, and I absolutely love Éclair. You might as well put Éclair, love Soseol, then Choom in the mix so far. I mean, I'm already spoiling my favorites, and I'm saying it too early because, mind you, you gotta have more album listens to really get a gist of your solid favorites when an album is this good in terms of quality. But notice the cohesiveness in how things are going with this album, right? Whether it be individuality, whether it be, you know, this lovey-dovey sense of intentions here. Love Soseol has it everything. Like, this just seems like a perfect painted picture and storyline, right? How Shin starts the song with the intro, if you ever read the story, right? And then the lovers, and then like the song, and then it's like it has that Destiny, you know, kind of feel, and the plucks of the guitar, and like the riffs that come through in this song with the guitar work, and then the plucks and the crazy synth work that like pans in and out from the left and right to our ears, goes crazy. But I want to highlight yet again how significant the arrangement is in this song, just one go around, because I feel like I need, at this point in the album, I can sense several months later backtracking and reviewing this album and how good the song and just the album as a whole, longevity wise, it's gonna be. I can already envision it all. But we gotta go back to that one moment with Yebin right away, y'all, because that moment really excels and rises the song even more. Let's go backtrack not too we'll go dead smack here about because notice what happens during the bridge and after the bridge in this song. Bridge, she shines in this without a doubt. talks about this storyline, this love story. I mean, low key, it seems like it could be a fan song too. But definitely a lovey-dovey track. But yeah, it's very quick with the bridge into the post-chorus and then into this interlude again if you ever read this story. And I love how it reiterates this message even more with that interlude. This post-chorus, it's Sendia. Story. The vocals elevate here. The harmonization is so pristine with it. I think Shinyu and Yebin really shine throughout this. And that outro with Yuan, perfect way to nail it and, like, you know, conclude this song to wrap up a beautiful storyline being told with Love Soseol. Wow. And I love the play on the Love Soseol. Just the words there. Notice it. I'm not going to point it out, but if you know, you know. Oh my goodness. I love it so much. This has to be one of my top favorite songs that I didn't expect it to be one of my top favorite songs, because we still got other tracks the likes of Atmosphere coming up right now. So let's get into that B-side right now. So this next track is titled Atmosphere. Oh, one of my most anticipated B-sides with Do Good Reason. For those who know, I've been saying it for the longest time, been waiting for this one, and here we go from Visionary Vision. I actually haven't seen the performance at all for this, so like this is gonna be like a first time experience, mind you. So hey, let's go. Finally, studio version of it. Let's go. Ooh, love the acoustic guitar work. Wow, that synthesizer work. There it goes, the drum and bass again. It's quite dark with it, like dark and husky in terms of the tonal approach. Hey, oh, whoa, what a breakdown. That's crazy, because I feel like Atmosphere has intentions of saying like, hey, I know there's a risk in this, but at the same time, like in this connection, it could be, you know, good. There's two sides to it, or it could happen all at once, right? A connection, a passionate love connection, or in general, can be very multifaceted in many ways, right? Be a man to make me cry. Yeah, like, see it, like there's this double-edged dagger feel to it. Just the horns, the rolling of the drum kit work, the shakers, the hi-hats, I should say. Hold. I'm anticipating something here. That's cool. That's dope. How they carried it on like that with different members. Lost you once, I won't go. Can't let it go, I'm all alone. There's a sing-along both factor. It's very in unison, this song, right? Very empowering. I wouldn't say empowering, but powerful, I should say, sorry. Anyway, oh. Anyway, oh, oh. Crazy, yo. That is crazy. Gotta love Atmosphere for what it is. I think I'm gonna have to watch a performance of it on the Patreon or something to break it down more, because I feel like this is one of those songs where it's produced in a way where it's absolutely incredible on the performance end with choreo. You know what I'm saying? It's not just like all about the song itself, right? It's about the performance and the song and everything that's occurring to it in a live performance. So, right, very performance heavy type song. I could already sense it, which where I felt like, Hit the Floor was like that kind of track in a way that is not necessarily taking the same influence here fully, but like obviously having a perfect balance on the performance end of things. So Atmosphere, I mess with it, it's not one of my top favorite tracks like right off the bats, mind you, but I think this is a song that I could really keep in rotation without a doubt. And I love the moments where it really gets dramatic with it. It really, how should I say this? Tightens up in terms of tension, releases. Tightens up in tension, releases, and all. And I like how Nyaaa, Kaide, and Yibin played out in this particular track. You feel me? For Atmosphere. But hey, let's dive into the next B-side now. So this next track is 12 Rings. I'm not sure what to expect from this track, but you got familiar names likes of GDLO, Lee Ji-hyung, of course, Romano Tree, and a new name to me, Reda. So yeah, let's see how this one goes, right? I'm really curious how this one's gonna go, especially based on the highlight medley. This is gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be quirky, I can sense it. Wow, like a xylophone, vibraphone kind of work. Very easy to listen to. Wow. Oh, so young. Love the brass work. Wow, speaking of brass work, with Hyera in here. Wow. Mellow? Oh, this is a vibey one. This is good vibes only. Okay, before the song goes even more crazy with the production and the vocal work being all trippy and all and playful and quirky, I really love what 12 Rings is saying here, right? We all got 12 different rings. We are all multifaceted in each of our own ways. We have different colors. And just show it, Show that individuality. Show what you're all about. Do what you want to do. Express yourself. And I love how they express themselves within that song to give out that message, to talk about self-expression and self-identity. Wow. There we go. 12 Rings. Oh! Some bells. There's that like one sax note. That's crazy. That saxophone note. That's strumming that's going on. I told you there was a saxophone. What is going on here with Lit? What? Mellow? That's crazy. We're on this section of the album already, where sizzles down, eases us with this mellow track. Whoa! What is this section? That was a crazy bridge. Some woodwind work? That retro key. That buzzer, that retro. Hello? Hello? Rings. Oh, they even held it even more, but 12 rings. You can tell, obviously, I loved the chorus and the bridge the most, without a doubt. I mean, taking that slight hip-hop route during the bridge was so unexpected. But I love it, It talks about self-identity. It talks about there's times of, like, there's struggles in times of things where it's like, there's a level of jealousy, right? But like it happens in our lives here and there, right? Because to be frank, we're not them. We are not other people. We are our true selves, and we got to understand, right? We have like 12 rings in a way, right, to us, right? But then again, if you think about it, if you truly think about it, 12 rings, you think about a visionary vision, sure, right? I love the connection there. So honestly, 12 rings really surprised me. I think it's another jammer that is not necessarily one of my top favorites, but it's something to really appreciate about in the range that visionary vision is showing here and adding to the overall discography for tripleS as a whole, having this easy, laid back, loungy track that takes this, what the heck, like brass influence. I love that saxophone work to the percussion work in this song. The unexpected instruments that I pointed out in just the one go around was crazy. But yeah, I want to keep this musical roller coaster per se going, and like let's dive into the next B-side now. So this next B-side is huge because it's titled Vision, and also we got Park So-hyun yet again on another track on the lyrics for this, with working with the likes of The Hub, and then we got Bad Corbin and Kwon A-jin from Monotree. I mean, I've been talking about Bad and Kwon A-jin a lot across this channel over the months and years with their works, and you got Bad, who has worked on a good amount of like Luna tracks, tripleS, you know what I'm saying, and like intro tracks as well. So it's like, come on now, this one's guaranteed to be good as well, right? Hey. Yeah, okay, I love how they brought it back like that. It's a nice tune to sing along. Weekend. Okay. Wow, this is cruise feel. Very streamlined to our ears. Wow, another face. Not like you. Life is once one and only true. Doesn't matter what kind of wow. Right away what I'm getting here. Yet again, self-identity, but more so self-discovery. This is the other side to it, but also I would say visionary vision themselves. Like, this is like, we have this vision where beautiful things occur and all in our minds. Black and clear existence. I mean, ain't that true? The next day is always a new day. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. That is dope. Okay, no wonder why we got Seohyun's influence on this. Wow, that bass guitar. It's rough with it, and I love it. Just how it's done in this. Rhythm guitar. Wow, that percussion work in the back. And this is what I'm getting here. Up and down, left and right. It doesn't matter how you take that journey, how you take your days every single day. It's not going to be the same all the time, because at the end of the day, that the girl is dead. That is the past. Whatever has happened in the past, however is going on, it is dead, right? All those moments that you go through, it's so that we can fly. It is so that we can ascend. It's so that we can find levels of means of success. Wow. Oh, the cool feel that I get. That is so signature tripleS. Vision 존재. Wow. That drum and bass influence yet again. Ba 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 da ba 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 da ba 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 ba. The vocal flourishes. Give it one more time. Okay, sure, that works. I thought it was gonna go a little bit more and then a little bit more vocal flourishes, but I'm fine with that as well. But Visionary Vision really outdoing themselves with Vision. Of course, when you got this group having been titled Visionary Vision, you gotta have a track called Vision. It's almost an anthem for this group. You feel me? I love how experimental this album continues to go with it, even more far and beyond. But I want to point out some moments here that really, I would say, shell-shocked me per se, and that is obviously, I would say, the bridge, and then how it brings it back to a final chorus and like a final wrap up, you know. Sure, we can go this far back. I already talked about this section here. I love Yuya and Nyaaa in this, without a doubt. Have no limit. Wow, so satisfying with the vocal drags. Just as the line drags. And then Vision. It's just crazy how this goes. And then the bass and like the percussion work here, just the hitting of the wood blocks or something like that in this moment. It really overtakes you, you know? You just get captured and be so inspired in the moment across the entirety of this song, you know? Like, just the arrangement of this was so smooth, so cool, and so signature tripleS. Wow. I love how they carried on into Visionary Vision, the classic tripleS signature approach Now in Vision by Visionary Vision. Wow, I am shell-shocked indeed. But hey, let's dive into the next B-side now. So, pretty much last but not least, before we get into the final outro track, Bionic Power. Okay, this is the one that we've been highly anticipating because we've been waiting for this to be released, but like at the same time, Bionic Power has the likes of Kacey, Kim Tae-young, Maria Marcus. I mean, you see a fitting pattern here. These are the same people that worked on Éclair. This is the same people who've worked on many of my favorite tracks as of recently as well. Something to additionally mention, Maria Marcus has worked on the likes of Racine's Pinball. That song, if you guys are familiar with Pinball, you're gonna love this song. If you love this song already, you're gonna love Pinball. Vice versa, enough talk. We're bringing this up right away, and we're enjoying this to the fullest. Love how experimental it is. This is what I was expecting. Ooh, the dipping of the bass. Ta 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 ta. Wow, the epic drums too. Those like pitched synths. Oh, you can sense Maria Marcus' influence without a doubt. That woodwind influence there. Just that instrumentation, I should say. Power. Okay. Wow, Lynn is incredible on this. Just how powerful the delivery that they're carrying out. By Bionic Power. This is what I'm getting with Bionic Power, right? This is more than self-identity and self-discovery. This is now knowing what I'm capable of. This is self-empowerment. I can do this. I can overcome this. I'll shine a light in the darkness. See what I'm saying? Like, come on, I can do this, but I'm here in a way so much to inspire others as well, right? This is Visionary Vision. Wow, that's crazy. Wow. Da 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 da. Wow. And then as we progress here, actually, I want to go beyond here, speed it up a bit, because we get this section here with the ta ta ta. It's part of the performance end, assumingly. Bridge. Wow, that was amazing. Like, see this Eastern woodwind influence. It's like not a pan flute, but of course Shinyu is doing this moment. I believe so, that is correct. But Bionic Power, very powerful, very powerful in a way about self-empowerment and just mustering all that strength, right? I love it so much. Like, based on the preview for the longest time, you know, this one has me on a chokehold. Like, it's definitely one of my favorites without a doubt. I mean, it's a banger, it's a jammer. What's there not to love with the right kind of intentions? But that bridge, Bionic Power, we gotta bring it back up here briefly because that bridge really was the cherry on top for me. Wait, we gotta progress. We gotta go back a little bit more. Actually, we need to just go to the minute mark to enjoy this to the fullest. One part of me just wants to go directly to the bridge. Another part of me am not used to backtracking on tracks that are less than 3 minutes, obviously. But Okay, this is verse 2, obviously. I wanted to break this down as well. I'm smiling like an innocent, hiding under the skies of the innocence. Some lost in translation, maybe, but I guess what I'm getting here from Lynn, it's like, oh, this is like the surface of me, all innocent and all, but I am strong. I am so strong within and on the outside, mentally, physically, everything. And as we go here to the bridge, that's right, right here. Hold. That woodwind into every time. Now with the second go around, it catches me off guard. I discovered fire, more fire, like that passion, that drive, right? Kero matata, wow. Now this woodwind, this Eastern woodwind influence takes over this moment. It doesn't overpower them, but it comes more prominent in the final go around, which is so dope. Love it. The attitude, the grittiness, the confidence, the self-empowerment. See, this is what I'm saying. It's so cohesive every single damn time when tripleS drops an album, but oh my goodness, we're gonna have to go to the final go around, of course, with the outro track, and we're gonna enjoy that to the fullest together now. So this is crazy. We're wrapping up with an outro track called Visionary Vision by Visionary Vision, pretty much self-titled. I mean, we started with the intro track, Visual Virtue. I mean, all of these are really bringing out powerful messages, and I love how Visionary Vision is the one that is the outro track. It's titled this way. Okay, let's enjoy this together now. I'm curious how the production is gonna go this time around compared to the intro. Let's go, everyone. Let's go. Hey, some risers. Turn this. Deep bass. Some tom-tom work. There's that dark hip-hop that I'm talking about yet again. The la-la-las. The distortion of the bass is crazy. Drum kit work. Risers again. Then you got Hit the Floor in the mix as well to wrap it up. Wow, Visionary Vision is the vision that was done right to a T. But let me know your thoughts, everyone. Did you absolutely love this roller coaster of a ride album? I could say 110%. This is a clear 10 out of 10 for me. I mean, there's nothing really that I felt like necessarily thinking like, hey, we were left in the dust and wanting more, you know what I'm saying? Because like with the intentions of the song, especially starting from the likes of Atmosphere, 12 Rings, and then into Vision, and then Bionic Power, there's a clear-cut message in those that are so straight to the point, that are cohesive with one another. Whether a song is talking about a strong connection, whether a song is talking about self-identity, self-empowerment, confidence, being cool, calm, and collected. I mean, it's all over this. And then powering through the toughest times, that's what we got from the likes of Choom. That's what we got from the likes of 12 Rings, you feel me? But from the top, absolutely love the intro track, Visual Virtue, and the outro track, Visionary Vision. I love how there's a beginning and there's an ending. A perfect way to wrap up the album with an outro like that. It's not often you get outros on albums. Let me tell you that very much, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. But I would say, to break it down, my favorite B-side is without a doubt is Éclair. Let me bring up the track listing here and figure out here on my screen. Give me a second here. Yep. So to break it down, it would be Éclair. Then I think I'd have to go with Love Soseol. Then I'd have to go with Choom. Then I would have to go with Atmosphere. Then I'd have to go with Bionic Power. Then I have to go with Vision. Then I'd have to go with the likes of 12 Rings. And then I feel like Hit the Floor is in its own lane. Visual Virtue, it's an intro. Visionary Vision is an outro. You get the gist of it. But what I can say without a doubt, this overall album is so cohesive as a whole. If you think about it, the common themes that I've been talking about, if you made it this far across my album review thoroughly, you guys know I love common themes, messages, holistic messages from an overall album, and especially I love cohesive albums, y'all. Like, come on now. So just the lyrics that I was getting, the members that like usually don't get huge highlightable moments in like other tracks, getting them to shine on these tracks is incredible. Really especially loved Yubin and Nyaaa this era most particularly. But yeah, I feel like everyone could have their number one, different number one favorites. Obviously, like you could have 12 Rings in my kind of ranking, but over time it might grow up over time. Give it 2 weeks time. But also, there's people out there could probably have 12 Rings in their top 3 echelon. At the end of the day, we can all agree none of these are skips. Like, this is a no-skip album without a doubt. But let me know your favorites in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for patiently waiting, everyone. I know it's been a long time since the release back in October for Visionary Visions Hit the Floor, but hopefully this was worth the wait. But be sure to like and subscribe, as it goes a long way and helps out the channel so much. This has been Garrison, and peace.